Today, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to set up a CPN properly. Mind you, if you use the CPN incorrectly or set it up wrong, it is illegal. For instance, if you have a CPN that's not in your name, it is illegal. That will be identity fraud. Not saying that you will be caught, but me personally, I would never even suggest someone use someone else's name. That's for starters. Another thing that is necessary is to skip trace your CPN number to make sure that no one else has this CPN number. If you somehow have a CPN number that's the same as someone else, that is another way that you can be caught for fraud. That is illegal. So skip tracing your CPN is very necessary. But a way to prevent all this, say you're going to a dealership, all you have to do is get a pre-qualification. I have a way to get a pre-qualification. I've gotten someone approved for $50,000 on a pre-qualified car for Bank of America. And I could put that right here. $50,000. They went in, went out, and got the car. It's that simple. That simple. And if you build it properly, you also can walk in and walk out with zero down with a brand new car if you want it. You can walk in, walk out with a brand new apartment if you wanted to. You can walk in and walk out with a brand new iPhone if you wanted to. If you don't know how to build your credit properly or know what to put on there to get approved for things, I'm going to tell you right now. The first thing you need to do is pull your credit score from either My Free Credit Score or Free Score Now. Then what you want to do is look for any negative, any derogatories, anything like that could prevent you from getting approved or anything like that. When going for a vehicle, lending institutions look at something called comparable car credit. You have no car on your credit and you're wanting to get a $100,000 car, hypothetically, you may get approved, but you'll need a big down payment. And if you have none in your credit, you still need a down payment for a $30,000 car. You know what I mean? So, and to prevent that, you would need to add trade lines to your credit. Trade lines will make your credit profile stronger. Easier for the banks to fund you based off past history of having great credit and great payments. I recommend authorized users, especially if you're using a CPN. You can get 4 AUs added to your CPN, and you can get funded for sure $50,000. I got someone funded for $50,000 car, and it didn't take much. All we had to do was do an online application. I could put the vouch on the screen right here. Online application. I did it for him. I didn't do the application for him, but I did it profile for him. Very strong. 4 trade lines. He got approved for apartment. He also got approved for a car, and he's just building on it. You can treat it like a real credit, but I would not recommend that specifically because you could just get your credit repaired. You can get your credit repaired in the meantime if you have terrible credit, which is a very, very good thing. In other words, I call this the Empire Foundation Plan because it gives everybody another foundation. You can't build a home without a foundation. It's going to fall to the ground. This is a foundation for people who's maybe lost their homes or credit and their credit is bad. They don't know the ins and outs of credit. They ruined their credit early on. Things of that nature. If you're using your regular credit, here's what you need to add to get approved. You need to add a mix of different trade lines. Authorized users and primary trade lines are very good. Once again, if you look at my recent video, I was talking about primary users. The reason they're so good is because they show the banks that you're paying off the loan. So the banks will obviously be more willing to lend you money if you've already been paying off and the history shows. You know what I mean? Once again, those apps, Ava Credit, Self Lender, Kovo, this is free game that you will not see anywhere else. This is valid information. You can look it up yourself. Self Lender is a very good primary. All these are good primaries. Kickoff, all that. Then you want to go to a bank and do a secure pledge loan. Then you can add an auto primary trade line for the car amount that you are wanting. If you want to get approved for $100,000, you would want to add a $100,000 trade line limit. And once again, this is a good way to show the banks that you can pay back a loan. So they'll be more willing to let you actually get the car if they have proof or something that you can pay the loan back. That's a great reason that primaries are better than AUs, but you can't put primaries on a CPN. So that's where the foundation comes in. If you need a foundation, that's what it's for. Link in the description for talk to me more. I have trade lines available, everything like that.